So y'all, on top of the fact that we can have a technical difficulties, this motherfucker decided to go to somebody's office. Nah, go ahead, go put it back on. Go ahead, Tanja. Since you want your screen to be doing the matrix and shit. Look, I looked at it earlier too, but I was like, "Hey, let's gonna throw the episode off." And natural lighting and shit. All right, now that we finally gotten it together, how are you doing, Ty?
I'm hanging in there. Thanks. How about you?
That's about it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. My God, today. The good ones can't catch a break. Come on. All right. Is there any news that you want to catch the people up on?
Um, no, not really. Just everybody stay blessed and be beautiful.
Hmm. I mean, some of them have to be beautiful in the first place to stay. Oh, I'm just here for the truth and the only truth, the truth, y'all. Let me stop. I'll be honest. Hey, boss, I'm sick today. At least I got a date. Let me stop. But that's good. I would like to take this time to introduce a new segment. Um, the acronyms are GFU. You want to take a guess at what that means, you guys? You have any idea, Ty?
What was the acronym?
GFU.
Girl, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why this Ty squared, because we right there. We right there. So I don't know if you have one ready to loaded in the chamber, but I do. I mean, to be very clear, the situation didn't make me mad or it irked me. I must say that because I don't like people like to act unbothered. It did irk me. I mean, it's nothing I'm harping on, but it is a girl fuck you for real. So long story short, I'm in the gym. Mind you, I just cut my finger. By the way, I hope this shit heals. 'Cause, oof, yeah, but I cut it on some weights, and that's a bad place to injure yourself as far as like wanting your skin to return to what it looks like, because that part of your hand is always exposed to some shit, especially if you work in food and beverage. Like I'm mixing stuff, watering, not watering, but mixing drinks and washing my hands repeatedly, all that stuff. So mind you, I've already cut myself on the machine or whatever. So I felt it happening. I just didn't know what happened quite yet because my adrenaline was pumped up and all that stuff. Excuse me. One of the staff members stops to ask me if I have any shorts that are long. Now, as I mentioned on the previous episode with Milo Ramore, y'all definitely go check out Milo, by the way. Go check out his new project and all that stuff. We're going to have him back on another episode soon. But as I mentioned on the episode, I'm built a certain way. So, it is what it is, comes with that territory. But if you're asking me if I have shorts longer than the shorts that I have on that are at least an inch from my ass, then your coworker might want to wear shorts that are longer than mine first before you ask me if I have any shorts that are longer. Am I not right in my assessment of that?
You're right. You're right.
Thank you. Thank you. If I was turning you on, you could have just said it. If one of the gym people was being messy because I was turning them on, so they went to run tell that to you, y'all could have just said it. Don't mean that was gonna happen, but you could have said it. Yeah, that's my girl. Fuck you for today. Because literally, when I went up there to go get my band-aid and stuff to get it for my cut, I looked at the black male worker that was there, and I was like, this nigga's shorts is shorter than mine. Granted, he also, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just being, just for comparison's sake, he was built more like a refrigerator in the back. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just annoying. I don't like it. Black people, on average, we tend to be certain shaped a certain way. If you ain't gonna be mad at the little white boy wearing the shorts, I don't want to hear about it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was just giving me girl fuck you the whole time. And on top of that, I got an injury, so I really don't want to hear none of this shit. Because I knew I was bleeding, like I could feel it. I just didn't. It didn't rectify. It didn't. I was gonna say didn't rectify. It didn't register in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Because him in my face asked me if I had shorts longer than that. And there's also the audacity. Like, you think I'm gonna stop this workout to go change? Hell no. I'm in the zone, bitch. You got me fucked up. Fuck no. But yeah, it annoyed me because, like, you know what? You tell me. Okay, so they are. Have you seen Muscle Alive?
I have not.
Okay, so the shorts are like, they stopped right here. So is that too short?
I mean, if the bottom of your ass cheek is hanging out.
It wasn't though. That's what I'm saying. Like literally an inch, and you know I have shorts like that. But I mean, I'm in public. Although I prefer less clothing, I still am like in public.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but a hoochie daddy. I got some hoochie daddies now. I do. But those were more like a tame pair. But I'm thinking of maybe if he was working that Saturday, he had caught me that Sunday and wanted to say something, but he couldn't because I did have on my 3-inch shorts that day. And I hadn't got to doing, normally when I have like a gym bag or something that I need to maintain, I'm good about making sure like, okay, I got enough clothes, I got this, I got that. This was the last day. I had one shirt, which was the work. I didn't have no shirts, so I had to wear the shirt that I wore to work before I got off early. And then on top of that, I only had those shorts. So maybe he wanted to say something that day. I don't fucking know. Those shorts were definitely pushing it for sure. My underwear was longer than the shorts, but they were white, so I wasn't gonna free ball because as soon as I start sweating, now everything is out there. But yeah. So in summation, girl, fuck you.
Cause you act like I was wearing drawers.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you had got to me Sunday, I was wearing drawers Sunday. I sure would. But them ones that pair, it's giving you was titillated. You didn't know how to deal with it. So you was mad, so you took it out on me.
On me.
All right, do you have a girl fuck you? This could be, anything that happened last week, last month, last year.
Well, not really. As of recently,
girl fuck them water boys for sure.
Child, that's forever and always. I've been pretty chill the last 2 weeks. Haven't really been interacting much with people, so I guess I can say fuck this wisdom tooth.
Yeah. How is that coming along?
Pain every day, but it's
So was the cyst a misdiagnosis or was that separate from, is that what they called it? Was that first?
No, that's why I had the cyst from
because the tooth. Okay, so now we got the explanation. Because I was like, I told the people it was the cyst. Now I don't know what's going on. But okay, now that makes sense. I was wondering if that's what happened.
Yeah, so it caused an infection, which is where the cyst came from, and then after taking, the antibiotics for X amount of days, the infection went down, and now it's just pain because it's sitting on top of my nerve. So yeah, girl, fuck you. You're my too.
I'm screaming. We gotta keep y'all friends up for Ty. Let's get into these unpopular opinions. This is round 2. It's Ty's turn because he been ill prepared for this.
Tyson, I accidentally threw him away.
What the fuck?
I think I remember a few off the top of my head though. I think. So.
Walk it back. How?
Okay, so I was in school recently. My notebook I used for the school notes, I also had my unpopular opinions in them. So, because I finished my courses, I was like, well, I'm not gonna need these notes again. I'm finished. So I threw them away and literally thought about it probably an hour ago on the way to work. I mean, on the way home from work, and was like, oh shit. And then with the technical difficulties, I forgot to do something. But give me a minute. Give me a minute now. Hold on. I remember a few.
Would you like to take a brief intermission and you can write them down in your notes where you should have had them since you knew you the type of bitch that would throw away a piece of paper or accident
with a whole notebook.
I'm understanding you saying fuck that class, but at the same time, the whole notebook is crazy. Would you like to take a brief intermission while you gather those? Because I don't want to be the carrier of the episode. Because mine was like an hour. You know, I'm a hater, so mine was like an hour something long. I don't want us to give them no shitty little 20-minute episode.
You know what? I might. Yeah. Just. Let's banter. I'm pretty sure you got something to talk about, and I'll go ahead and grab my pen and paper, and I'll interact with you while I'm thinking of them at the same time. Because I needed to revamp some stuff anyways, because a lot of the stuff I had wrote, you had already said, which is why I was agreeing with a lot of your stuff. So it was like that.
No, what is on there? Oh, okay. I'm thinking about it. No, we didn't do unpopular opinions together. We did red flags together. Because I was going to say, damn, have I been dragging him? And I forgot that we both had a stint. But I think we did.
A lot of them coexisted with each other.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you do this? Alrighty.
I'm screaming. See, the time to do this would have been 13 minutes ago when we started recording. Because now, what am I banter about?
How's your gym experience going? I'm interested to hear about your, journey. I'm so proud of you for staying consistent.
Thank you. Well, this is my break week, so this is very much alcoholic right here. Now, tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the gym. If not the gym, at very least the sauna and the steam room, just sweat some of this shit out. And maybe because I'm off tomorrow, I'll go back later in the evening. Or I might just work out twice, who knows. But I do have a cavitation Wednesday at 10:30. And the cavitations, basically, they help you drain stubborn fat. And they take this, like, heat wand and, excuse me, it's pretty interesting, but they take this heat wand, wave it over you. You hear ringing Now, what I found in my experience is the less I eat before the cavitation, the less discomfort I have, and the ringing is not so annoying because it's not having to penetrate through so much fat. So try to keep it light before you eat. Try to keep it light before going to the appointment. If you're gonna eat something, maybe eat like some yogurt or something like that. Don't do nothing that's gonna put you in a movement, because um, that thing will accelerate your digestive system. So try to go beforehand for sure is a good measure. Coffee in the morning if you like a quick 1-2 that'll help you go. Um, but yeah, you see the results from that within the next week. You just want to focus on getting your water intake. I started carrying a jug with me to the gym. So I usually try to just to make sure I'm drinking at least two of those a day. I definitely usually tend to finish the first jug in the gym. But yeah, I've been doing that. Trying to get better at cardio and stretching because I really just don't be caring like that. And then plus I navigate more naturally towards the bodybuilding, like the weights and stuff like that. Um, yeah, there's that, and then there's the cryotoning, which is where they take it's basically like a procedure for like a sonogram as far as what it looks like. They take the gel, it's cold as hell, they wave it around your skin, but what it does is tightens up loose skin. So yeah, these titties are about just gone at this point. I think I want to have one of those chests that like the nipple points down, but that's okay. You can rock with that. So yeah, it's just been a journey, relearning my body and stuff like that. I think people who are battling with body dysmorphia and trying to heal themselves in the gym like I did in the past and going all about it all the wrong ways. I do think if they have the money and the area to look into body sculpting of some kind, whether it's cryotoning or if you have stubborn love handles that you want to get rid of, whatever. I think looking into stuff like that will help you reimagine how you look at your body. Because even with me, a lot of what I thought was skin, some of it actually was fat, like around my stomach area. Mostly my skin. Everywhere else is just loose skin that needs to be tightened up. And then these calves, amazing. Look at those calves. Look at the calves. Yeah, that's as long as my leg go up for free, y'all. So, ooh, damn. And I need to get better with stretching because I felt that in my other leg. But all in all, it's been an interesting, nice experience. I talked about it in an episode with Milo. I had this grandfather hit on me, but I will say, like I said in the other episode, the episode with Milo, I said Grandpa was smooth. I think that's the problem with these niggas nowadays. They're not smooth. There's no type of foreplay to the flirting or like innuendo. It's just I want to put myself inside of you. And it's just said in the most derogatory, gross type of way. There's no type of chemistry aspect to it. No type of, oh, like you hollered at me even if I wasn't necessarily feeling you. What you said was kind of smooth, or like you put some thought into that. You shot your shot creatively. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a grandpa do that. I was disgusted though because he looked just like my mom's dad. Like, so literally it's like my grandfather was hitting on me. But like I said, he was smooth because he did say we was talking, and I was talking about we was talking about sports, and I said, yeah, I haven't played basketball since I was younger though, something like that. And he just flipped it in there. He was like, yeah, you grown since then, or some shit like that. And I thought about it later once he left, and I was like, but you kind of ate that. But I'm still disgusted because you look like my grandfather. I'm traumatized. And when I say look like my grandfather, I'm not saying like, oh, they could be cousins. No, I'm saying like favors heavily, like I'm actually. Hmm. Now I'm probably gonna be acting funny the next time my grandfather try to talk to me. Thank you, sir, for that bullshit. But other than that, it's just so interesting to see, like, locker rooms are just different. Like
What's
men,
different?
like men in locker rooms. I don't know. I guess for me, I think what's also jarring is like, so like I mentioned body dysmorphia earlier. I've had that since I was a child. So like for instance, I never used to change out in PE. If I did, I would go to the bathroom and change. Like I wasn't changing around people. I was very self conscious about that. Um, Now as I'm older, it's a little better. You have incidences like the one that I brought up with the girl fuck you skit that do kind of make me feel some type of way because, like I said earlier, if I was a white boy named Chad, you wouldn't be talking about these shorts. So, but moments like that aside, um, I don't know. It's just interesting, like to see somebody just walk out bare cheek, bare bald, bare dick, like just everything, just hanging out free. Like we don't have the option to wrap a towel around us as we're walking around. I mean, everybody ain't gonna be me. Like I'll shower and then I will at least put underwear on before I walk out the shower. Like I just feel like we in public, ain't nobody. You can have good stuff going on downstairs, but ain't nobody asked to see it when they
Good stuff.
signed up for this gym membership. So I just feel like, can we at least put our underwear on and wrap a towel around us before we start changing and shit?
Oof, save almost.
And it's always the older ones too. Like usually, I don't know, the people closer to my age tend to, I don't know, they just do things a little bit more. I don't know. You know they say when you get older, you just don't give a fuck. I guess it could be that too.
Oof.
I don't know. I just that's been interesting to navigate because me like, of course, I'm no prude. My gym outfits are gone. I'm paying for this body essentially. So granted, it's not surgery, but still, I'm paying for it. So yeah, you're gonna see these legs. You're gonna see a horse, these legs, the third leg, that ass. If I feel like you're gonna see whatever the fuck I'm paying for. But at the same time, once we get there, like if I'm walking around, it's drawers or shorts. I'm not just out there naked, flopping around everywhere. I don't know. That's a little bit of that's been a little different to navigate for me. Because literally, when I walk in there, I'm like earbuds in. I ain't talking to nobody. I'm in my zone. I'm working out. And then when I get to the sauna or the steam room, for the most part, I'm not talking to nobody. I try to keep earbuds in, but people will try to rope you into conversations. And unfortunately, you don't want to be quote unquote rude, even if you're not in the mood to talk. So some days I've gotten tripped up. Oh my God, that reminds me of this story I need to tell you at a later date.
Oh Lord.
I had made a societal conversational oopsie, but I caught it. I caught it and then I swung it back. um, yeah, I think that's all the updates I have on the gym. Right now, I'm more so focused on like my thing is building physique and aesthetic. I mean, I want to be able to handle myself, which I already feel capable in that regard as far as strength is concerned. But yeah, I'm not trying to do 45 dump weight dumbbells on my chest. Like it don't have to be as serious. I just want it to look like I do that. So normally the way to actually do that is lighter weight. Um, more reps. Like if you actually start to look at the people who do all the lifting and shit, like unless somebody's like steroid thick, they really not trying to do all that 75 pounds chest pump shit. They ain't trying to do all that shit. Not with the dumbbells. Maybe with the bench press, but they ain't, most of the time if you see them people, like they're doing little weights and they're just, maximizing their strength per se, working on the form, all that stuff instead of worried about just throwing weight on top of everything. So yeah, trying to navigate that and stuff like that. And then sobriety. Oh Jesus. My God, today. Like I had a real talk.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I just had to have a real talk with myself on why I was so crampy the last 2 weeks. And a part of it was the not drinking. But I made up for it this weekend. And I'm still doing it.
All right. Last one for the week.
Actually, I'm going out tonight. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm about to say, actually, you didn't start it for the day. Tonight. Last one tonight.
Oh, friend, I've been effed up for the last few days. Like, once I made the decision to give myself a break, because I didn't need to take the money to do that right now for the cavitation. So, let's put it like that. I could have done it, but I was like, yeah, I'll just go next week. Let me get paid first, all that. So, yeah, I've been fucked up, like edible drinking, all that the last few days.
Oh, sounds lovely.
But at any rate, now that we've made it through my monologue, what's up with these unpopular opinions?
Okay, so I have 10 of them. Some of them might not even really be unpopular, but a lot of them are based off of my understanding and how I see things and what I think is considered a norm in a lot of society. So just my viewpoints, I might be wrong, but again, just my personal opinions. So my first one is, I know there are a lot of people that like to do solo trips, whether it be, going on vacation to your nearest city, state, or country. I think traveling, especially outside of the country, should be done in groups. And I don't mean just 1, 2, or 3 people. I mean it should be done in groups, because it's a lot of people going across seas and stuff, and they're just getting kidnapped and killed and disappearing. I just feel like you just have a better chance at making it back if you're around a bunch of people. It's just really saddening to see that people go on vacations and they're there to have fun, and next thing you know, they done got fucking kidnapped by the cartel or some shit. So yeah, I just think that's something a lot of people should just reconsider when they're because I know a few people like that. They like to go out on their own, which is of course fine, but just be like, safety.
No, I'm not laughing at the people that went missing. The way he said the cartel was just made me laugh. So I just want to say that.
just get game done, like, oh my gosh.
But okay, so I'm gonna say this. When you first said solo trips, my ear perked up because I do take those quite a bit. I actually could agree with you on under this administration, as things continue in the direction that they appear to be going, I will say probably traveling solo as at least a Black person is probably, I don't know about that, on a state to state thing type team. Now, for now, I would say that's probably still fine. But I do agree with you definitely, like when it comes to the out of the country situation, because like you said, people are getting stolen, kidnapped. You're in a different area. so you don't quite. Oh, I didn't know this was a mukbang. uh, well, uh, munching Myron. Oh shit. That's what I get for being messy. Alright. You wanna break my soul, bitch. Okay. So but like I said, I do agree with you on the out of country tip for sure, because like they do things differently around there. You're kind of under their jurisdiction, and then like I brought up this administration earlier. Unfortunately, what he's doing and the things he's saying about other countries, that is going to have a stain on how people view Americans. Not that we were already viewed in the best light before Trump came, but it's definitely gotten worse since he's been here. I've seen other people in other countries apologizing to us, Sean. One of them said, "I'm so sorry for the 4 years y'all are about to go through this." XOXO. I said, "Bitch, not huss and kisses." But yeah, I agree. I agree with that. What's your next unpopular?
So my next one is not getting closure for ending things with people, whether it be you ended it on their side or they ended it on your side. But I mean more so for when you have been done wrong. And I'm one of those people. Not more so as much now as I used to be. But when things have happened and someone might have did me dirty to the point where I need to literally cut them off, I've been one of those people to where like, okay, so why did you do what you do, or what's going on, why'd you switch up, why'd you change, what's blah 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 X, Y, and Z. So I've come to a point where sometimes it doesn't need to be explained, it doesn't need to be closure. Especially when you've iterated to someone, how you feel about a situation, or, it's something that person knows you're not going to like. So, sometimes we just need to in my opinion, just end things cold turkey, because trying to get that closure from them, trying to get that, okay, that understanding.
Let it go,
we move on.
let it go.
Exactly. And not letting it go can leave the door open for them to stay in your life and do stuff again that causes you, ill will from their side. So, I think, sometimes we should just say, fuck getting closure, and just slam the door shut.
I agree to an extent. I think it's a case by case scenario. You don't want to, what I don't think people need to do, I think two things are pivotal to highlight within this conversation. For one, is the lack of closure going to drive you insane? Like, is this something you just need an answer to? It's one thing if we're looking at a situation and it's like prime example, I hate to use housewives, the child, and brought them up every single episode. The child, that'll be okay. Portia and Shamia. Shamia and Portia have been friends for 20 years. So, yeah, make no mistake, they are one and the same in some way, and birds of a feather do flock together. So, Shamia probably got some not so good tendencies just as Portia does. I don't know if it's walking in your house and taking your man in your Hennessy per se, but she has some tendencies just like Portia to be friends with her. The bulk of their friendship not having movement is going to be because Portia lacks accountability in her relationships. So even if Shamia ain't too far off from how Portia is, and it's okay with how she get down, the bulk of their issues is gonna be Portia can't be held accountable. And Shamia's thing is she want reciprocity. That's a situation where you just need to go ahead and if that's what you need from that relationship, you need to know that you're not gonna get it and just move on. It doesn't need to be any conversation. It's okay. The 20-year friendships and just like 20-year marriages. Is it harmful? Does it hurt? Can it be painful? Absolutely. But she only wants you to be her yes man in the background. Since you done came on the show, she's shading you. She asking you, "Oh, is that your song? I thought it was Drew's because it sounded good." There's not even a way to not make that look shady or sound shady. And if my friend of 20 years said that, I might bust him in their mouth.
When they were at the table. And I
was
don't watch
like,
the show. I just saw that one clip / scene because that was episodes and yeah, you just shined some light to me. I didn't know they've been friends that long. I thought this was somebody she, had just kind of recently met.
they've been friends for 20 years. Well, Shamia been her friend for 20 years. I don't know if it's always been the other way around.
Yeah, because that's not a friend. What? I mean, and just the.
And I mean, so reality TV, they taking hours editing it down to minutes. I'm here to tell you what you saw. That's how Portia is when you're her friend and you're doing better than her. So that's just, and we got the receipts. We've seen time and time again. That lady literally sat there and said nothing. In fact, she egged it on when that lady said Shamia be sleeping with Candy and Todd. That could have fucked up her whole marriage. That's just not what a friend does. Like, but neither here nor there. Shamia should have been known to cut this shit off. There's some shit where you don't need no damn clarity, no nothing. This lady not your friend. And then it's bad when you ask her, I just want us to be how we are off camera. And she says, if we don't do that, I'm going to need them to pay me some more. Baby, you need to be glad they're paying you for this half-ass storyline you delivering this season since you can't talk about Simon from the looks of it. And then you forcing an issue with Drew, like she going around sneaking with your baby daddy. Who is your baby daddy? Who don't owe you shit because he your baby daddy and he the village whore, baby. How you gonna get police the village whore? I'm so confused. Now Dennis, he funny. He got them one-liners because when he said 16 marriages, my God.
16 marriages.
I hollered when he said that shit. But make no mistake, Dennis is still Dennis at the end of the day, and that's who Portia chose to be the father of her child. So let that sink in. I don't know, like I don't know. I be watching the show and I'm just like, I do not see what y'all be seeing when y'all see these people. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But nonetheless, I would say for one, is the closure going to eat at you? If you know what I'm saying, something you don't get. Like my sister, she recently had fallen out with her best friend in 7 years. And I was telling her, if you're this upset, because they work together, and I was telling her, if you're this upset, where like you coming home and you're angry every time you got to work with her, you might need to just have a conversation with her. Not to try to make things better in terms of now we're friends again, but just to get some closure for your sake of peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then sometimes, a lot of the times, dependent, we do deserve closure. We deserve it, but it's realistically sometimes we're just not going to get that. And if you're not going to get the closure that you want from that person, that's when we have to, come to the conclusion, I'm just going to have to work around it. I'm just going to have to get over it because I'm never going to get that. You need that, You're not going to get that.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes as people, we need to be, or not just sometimes, I mean, at all times, as people, we need to be aware that some things, there's nothing that closure can really do. We just had an event at my job. And for whatever reason, the people were telling the people not to tip us. I don't have no answer for why somebody would do that, other than you hating ass bitch. Like, I don't know, there's nothing else there's no closure for me to speak on that, because I don't have no answer. There's nothing that makes sense to plug in to why somebody would do that at an
The
event.
person that said that, did they ankles look like they was out of breath like the last lady? Oh, whatever. I knew it.
Is he gonna do that bubble thing? Dang.
Oh, I guess not.
Now we looking stupid because they done made it optional. How it went from automatic to optional is crazy to me. But okay, I can agree with that. I think the other thing I was gonna say was, well, no, I think that's what I was gonna say. Just knowing, I use portion shimmy as an example, but just knowing when you're not going to get, like, knowing, okay, you may be longing for something to happen here, but it's not gonna be what you want at the end of the day. There's not gonna be no explanation suitable for the situation. But yeah, knowing when to hold it and when to fold it. Some friendships really are for a season, and some are for a reason. And some are just relationships in general, like marriages. Y'all, if a marriage isn't working out, you end the fucking marriage. Like, that's why y'all kids fucked up now. Y'all trying to stay in shit for the kids, and they see who getting treated and how they getting treated. If y'all don't think those second juice door kids don't know what's going on with her and Ralph and they shit, they made a locked her out the door at 1 a.m.
And then sometimes you meet people and you become cool friends with them, and then you go over to their house and you like their family, and then they start to feed you, and now your friend is stuck with you for life, whether they like it or not.
Right?
Anyways, next question.
Y'all, I'm blinking 3 times.
Oh, keep blinking. So for my third one, I said this is for my workaholics out there, because Tyson, you can be one, as can I. That's just in our nature, getting to the money. So for my workaholics, take your breaks. Take your breaks at work and take your breaks outside of work.
Take your breaks.
Huh?
Take your breaks.
Please take your breaks. I know work can get busy, and you want to help others out, or you just in the zone, and you just want to continue pushing through, or even if you are working X amount of days, it's been a long time since you had a day off, and again, you're trying to get to the bag, you're trying to get to the money, take your days off, take your breaks. You
balance shit out. Like, keep going.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying balance your time. Like, we're recording now. Even though our podcast is not at the point where it's monetizing us, I do consider this to be a piece of a job. Like, that is the hope for us to be able to platform it in a certain way that we can monetize off it eventually. So essentially, this is work to me. Once we get off here, like later on, I'm going to go out with a friend that I haven't been able to chill with in person in probably like a month or two, maybe even longer. So, catch up with people, balance out shit. If you do something for work, even if it's one of your hobbies, recording a little music or, whatever you may be into, like, go do some other stuff. Hop on FaceTime with a friend, watch some movies. When we get done with this, as long as we're done at a reasonable time, which I'm pretty sure we will. But, we're going to watch some anime. Like, you need to give yourself breaks in adulthood, so you're not going crazy further than what you already are.
Yup.
Talking from experience.
Same.
Look at that arm. Look at it. Okay.
So, my next one is pretty much piggybacking off of what I just said. Plus you, Tyson, also you brought up some key points for my next take. Putting yourself first, specifically over everything else sometimes, whether it be friends, family, loved ones, just people in general, your job specifically, like I just said, whether it be...
I gotta choose me, Lucius.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me
No, that's right. I know that's
Yeah,
right.
like you
Should have
have
been
to.
put her first self first with her dumb ass a long time ago. I just, ooh, Empire used to piss you off.
Talking about Cookie.
Yes, and why they always got Taraji struggling in some shit? I don't like that. I want to see Taraji on a fucking lighthearted comedy show. Like, my God. I mean, granted, she's probably been in them, but I don't know. You know how Hollywood, like, what's that word? Typecast you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But going back to what you were saying,
Yeah, like you said, I gotta put me first.
you know,
A lot of us, I think we don't even, some of us, or at least we don't even realize or think that we are um putting other people, other things above us, like how we should. For instance, like I say sometimes, which hasn't been recently because I'm tired. Sometimes it's my job. I keep being asked to do overtime, and I was doing it, but now I'm tired. I have to put my, for one, mental health first because I can't stay at work all the time. I will get depressed. Um, or let's say moms or dads, parents, they go hard for their kids, at least the ones that do, and they put their kids above them all the time, which you should as a parent, but at the same time, yet you should also keep yourself sane. So it's just a lot of instances where I feel like we as people have something else in front of us, and we put our personal to the back burner, and we just have to keep in mind, that we have to put ourselves first a lot of the times where we don't.
yeah, I think it helps to have outlets. The gym helps me. Um, Making people scream for pleasure helps me. Cooking helps me. Um, the job that I have is I like the art of bartending. Let me say that. That helps me. So having those things and those components in life that can help, pull you away, even if just for a little. Like that's one thing I will say. It can be frustrating at my job, but the art of bartending itself, making drinks, the vibes with the customers, like that helps me push through the BS a lot. So, um, glass half full. Like it's hard. It is hard. Life will beat your ass. It will beat you up. You will feel like you just got 4 steps ahead, and that bitch will take you back, snatch you by your weave by 8. It's crazy. It happens to the best of us. But how do you
Mhm.
bounce back? How do you recuperate? Um,
And more importantly, how can we prevent ourselves from going into that state again so we won't
mhm.
have to worry about it?
And I mean, I'm gonna say this: not even going through it, trying to prevent it, but trying to rectify how you deal with it. Because
Hmm.
it is gonna happen. You are gonna have a slump. You are gonna be depressed. Um, there are gonna be days you don't want to get out of bed. I've had them before, y'all. Literally. Now, I'm cute, and my sweat glands are too. So if I ain't doing nothing, I can afford a depressed day in the bed without smelling like assholes. Some of y'all can't, so I'm gonna need y'all. I'm if y'all gonna be engaging with the public, I'm gonna need y'all to know what your hygiene is. I'm depression and all. I'm sorry. I get it. I've been there. I be there. But I also don't smell like asshole after one day of not bathing. If I'm not doing nothing strenuous, and some of y'all are not the same. So if you've been laid up in that bed, get your hot ass in that bed and about scrub your ass. Wash your ass. The people be stank. I'm just saying.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying. Um, y'all, I'm but yeah, choose yourself.
Woo.
Choose yourself for real. Um, know when to have boundaries. Like I remember one day my sister, and this is something she's always freaked out over. Like she just does not like telling people no. And I remember one day she was like, I was like, expletive. Do you want to even go? And she said no. And I said, well then just tell them that. And excuse me. Um, she's getting better at that now, but that's a quality I think all of us, society does condition us to not want to let people down, to people please. Um, Certain cues I think encourage behaviors like that. Like I mean, the truth of the matter is, if I'm in public and you tap me on the shoulder, you are bothering me. Like, yeah, it's quote unquote polite for me to not just cuss you the hell out, but you're bothering me.
Mm,
So I think people also need to remember everybody don't operate the same.
hmm
But yeah, definitely I do think all of us should be, know when to choose yourself and just be as transparent as possible with people. You don't even have to go too much into it. Like I know one day somebody asked me if I wanted to go out and I said I'm going to be out of town and then I'm coming home to go to well, I said coming home to go to work. Now, I mean, I really did forget that I needed to stop by work for something. I didn't actually need to go into work. But I mean, they bought that and they left me alone. So I just let the little white lie sit where it needed to. Because the truth of the matter is, I wasn't going out anyways. I'm sad. See, there we go. A piece of a lie. My lies ain't Portia lies, though. They don't. My lies ain't. I'm gonna take you back to the sex dungeon so you. Oh my God, let's
Cool.
stop. Oh my God. But nah, for real. Choose yourself. I think that's I agree with that. And know just when to cut other people off, when to, have that time to yourself. Because we can't be our best selves if we're always giving to everybody else. Most people just don't want to function like that.
Ooh, I like that. We can't be our best selves when always giving to everybody else. Okay, thank you.
Ain't that up?
Here's the
What they
notebook
doing? A
lady.
poetry slam? Snap, snap, snap.
I'm taking that from you.
$15 plus a trademark fee.
Sorry to hear that. I'll trademark it before you.
Oh, you want to break up the partnership early on?
You'll never find out.
Megan is so smart for trademark and hot girl shit. Because
I
before this
read.
shit with Tori happened, bitch, y'all was hot boys. Y'all was hot boys. So don't y'all was trying to have a hot boy summer too. Then y'all little niglet, y'all little what's the word I'm looking for? Replacement dad, since y'all dad was never in y'all life. He got locked up for his shenanigans. They called up to him. And now y'all ain't hot boys no more. But I remember when Meg first came out, everybody was a hot girl and a hot boy. She's smart to trademark that.
Okay. I'll go write something else. Got two things to trademark now. So my fifth one is putting people in their place right then and there. And it doesn't have to be nasty. It can be nice. It can be nice nasty. However you want to do it. But some of us are not very patient people, and some people fly off the handle very easily. Some people are a little too patient and they need to fly off the handle easily. But I feel like there sometimes needs to be a very middle balance to reach when someone has offended you. It can be something egregious, it can be something minor. Really, it makes no difference to me when someone does something that you feel like has crossed a major boundary, because everything is not to be sensitive over. But if it's a major red flag, pet peeve of yours, whatever the case may be, correct that person right then and there, because you don't want it to go into a situation to where oh, this person got one more time or third time's the charm, then I'll sit here and do something, because then that's holding stuff in, and then that's going to cause you to explode. So, just making sure you're not being, extra sensitive to BS. If it's something, really out there, just correct the person. Don't hold it in. Don't, negate how you feel. Just let them know.
My only thing would be some of us need time to gather what we need to say, but don't let it be like 3 weeks later and you address it. Like, let's be smart. If it happened at work yesterday and you addressed it the next morning or evening, whatever you work with that person, okay, now you've had time to calm down, say what you need to say.
Yeah,
and
that's a good one, because I'm also one of those people. If you catch me off guard, I'm gonna be looking like the fuck, and I'm not gonna know, so I'm gonna have to, go home and revamp. And I've done that plenty of times. I will, bring it up to you at a later time, but not, like, ooh, this is a long time ago type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
What's up next on the docket?
Next on the docket is, oh, I really like this one. Depending on the occasion. If we are out to eat, it can be as minor as 2 people, or it can be a whole group of hoes. It don't matter. If we are out to eat and the motherfucking bill comes, there is no evenly splitting the bill, again, on certain occasions. Because if my food was $22 and you over here ordering steak, lobster, shrimp and shit, and your bill comes up to be $56, I'm not splitting shit with you, because this is not what my food was bare minimum. I had a kid's meal. You over here eating for $7. That's
I said I'm weak. Not as pretty much what I agree on too. Now, I mean, if we all spent $75 a piece, and then I'm not gonna hold you. I don't want to say petty, because I just feel like I'm not gonna. It's not to say I can't be the one trusted if we say, okay, we're gonna do this. I'll pay it. Y'all pay me back. But I would like to at least care for a majority of the people that are there before we do that, just in case if I got to be the person to do it, and I can feel like, okay, these 8 people, these 6 people, they gonna pay me back if I'm paying the bill. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's
I would need to be out with that group of friends a couple times before I elect to pay everything, because I'm gonna pay you back. I don't like walking around like I owe people stuff. I don't know how people do that comfortably, still be trying to talk to them regularly and shit, and you ain't paid them back. I don't care if it's $50 or $500 or $5,000. You know what you owe somebody.
Yeah, and that's why I say I think that goes aboard with what I said. Depending on the occasion, because like you said, you're gonna know those people before you do some spot me stuff like that, which is fine, which is totally fine. I feel like
also,
so if because I've been in that situation before where a friend kept saying they want to come see me, and said person comes to see me, we go out to eat. I kept saying, let's cook here. I got food at the house. Let's chill here. Blah 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 blah. Because I'm on a budget right now. But they kept saying, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. We go out to eat. Your bill is a little bit higher than mine, and all of a sudden, a little higher than mine, and all of a sudden, you talking about splitting the total cost. I mean, for like situations like that, like.
Let me add in a caveat. If we friends like that, I'll split the cost if it's like on some. You just got enough to split it in 2. I would do that. So
you got what?
Enough to split it in 2. Like, let's say if the total was $140, but my friend only got $120 on their card. Let's say we split it. And then he could use another 20 or 30 to tip the person. I'd be okay with that, I guess. That's a little
Yeah,
too nuanced. But like you said, it is dependent on the situation. So I just want to add in an area where maybe that'd be effective in the
yeah,
terms of I didn't eat as much as you did, or something like that.
it
Now
yeah.
I'm the steak lobster friend. I'm a little bougie. I ain't gonna hold you. Now I'm still good.
But
I
I
still like a
doubt
little
you would
hot
go
wings
out and order stuff like that knowing
and
you don't
expect.
have the
Yeah.
money.
Oh hell no, 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 no.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you're going out with people or a person and you don't have the money, don't be greedy and try to do the above and beyond because the
Hmm.
person is going to help you.
Oh no, I pay for well. I don't always pay for my steak and lobster, but when I go out on my dime, I pay. So
Yeah, yeah. Or if you on a date, then
and
that's
sometimes y'all
that's
relatives pay
different.
for it.
If they paying for your food, then shit, they paying for your food. That's a special occasion. You got to get what you get.
Mhm.
But yeah, just on some other type stuff.
One of my friends, he had a friend who used to buy him stuff, and like I was like I ain't gonna hold you. It was a nigga ass response, but I did ask. I was like, "Can you try to like ever do anything to you?" Cause and you know what? It was a nigga type response, but the reason why I said it is different because I know how y'all motherfuckers socialize. I know how y'all like the last time I took a drink from a nigga in the club. Why didn't nigga follow us the whole time? And I was with some women, so at first we thought he was following them, but really it was me. When you go back through the whole night of where he's standing at, what he's staring at, this and third.
You're weird.
That's crazy to me. Like you think that you're entitled to my time for the rest of the night because of a drink. This ain't no fishbowl margarita, bitch. Even if it was, still no. But I mean, at least then I'd be like, okay, you know what, you did something. Like at most, I'll talk to you while the drink being made. Maybe after that, this is buy another drink or buy some nudes, bitch.
That might make them go crazy.
You like, ain't no might that will.
Might make them go next. I'm
This
getting.
is family friendly. He says as he blows a blunt. I'm hollering. Okay. Okay. So what's the next unpopular thing? We're on number, I believe, 6.
Next one is. Ugh. That's me writing on the laptop.
Oh. God, it sounded like a dog trying to fight for his toy.
I miss my dog. Okay. I know quite a few people that don't do this, although I do think they are soldiers. I sometimes wish that they would. But I feel like everyone should have a nice cry every now and then, especially if you're overwhelmed or stressed. I feel like crying is healthy. And I feel like people should do it more often. Like I said, I know quite a few people, they don't cry, and one of the number one excuses is it doesn't fix anything. Which, okay, yeah, just because you shed a tear or two don't mean, your problem is going to be solved. But at the end of the day, it's a reliever, So I feel like a lot of people should, it don't have to be out in the public, of course, because who the fuck? But at your own leisure time in the privacy of wherever the hell you are, shed a little tear or two, do a little
I'm not gonna hold you. When I see content and people are crying in it, it do make you cringe a little bit.
Yeah, please
like, I ain't
don't.
gonna hold you. Now, if you now, okay, one of my content creators, he went live because, and I mean, to be honest, I wasn't shocked when I heard this because of the way that Dr. Heavenly portrays herself. But she said, she made a comment and she was like on her channel talking about, remember the husband I told you that used to whoop on one of the wives, and then his ex and him came back to the show. She talked about, because he told her she talked too fucking much. He said he was saying that he was looking at his girl or whatever. Like he wasn't looking at her when he said it. So later on, when the boyfriend found out he was actually talking to him, he stood up to his ass as any man would. Ain't nobody gonna be okay with nobody telling their partner to shut the fuck up. I don't care if you used to be married and y'all used to talk like that. That's fine. You don't do that shit now. So it was just a principle of the thing. People was trying to say that Dr. G was not trying to man check King. I don't know what y'all was watching. All that puffing your cigar in my direction and you trying to get up and I just told her she talked to, like he was just doing way too fucking much. Down to when he was doing them push-ups looking a hot ass fool. Talking about Letitia. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ty, he wrote a song called Set Me Free about his wife he divorced 7 years ago. And guess what? His new wife is on the stage doing while he's singing it. Embarrassing everybody and himself.
But you're not over it.
Sweet Tea, that's why you didn't get your return papers, baby. They fired your ass. A hot ass mess. A hot fool.
That was shocking.
That lady said, my fans. I'm just gonna leave it to my fans to figure out. Man. I think you've overhyped your position on the show. Oh my God.
Leave it for the fans.
I don't know. I there's something about, like, I don't want reality TV to be relatable. Like, there are parts of a person that I could be relatable to, but like if you just regular, like, go on another show. This ain't the fit for you. That's what it is. That's my same thing with Bristol. Edith. I just want Bristol to be on another show because Housewives is not for her. She can't read, and every time she gets into arguments with people, first of all, she keeps swinging above her weight class, and they tearing her ass up. Kenya got a dick in your mouth, baby, on a poster board. And now Angela is telling you, oh, I might need to use my mouth, but not like yours with the stretch marks around it. It's the finger point for me once you get it. You got miles on your mouth. Then at one point she crossed her legs like this. She said, Britt, you're a whore. Britt, you're a whore. You're a whore. Britt, you need to be on another show. This just ain't it for you. But nonetheless, Shama as hell. What the fuck? What is the unpopular opinion?
At last, you're a whore. Lahore.
Hoe we can get over, but if you call me a whore, we might have to fight. I'm not gonna hold you. Hoe at this point, hoe don't mean nothing. But whore, you had to pull that from your gut.
The proper term. You are a whore. A Jezebel.
A Jezebel. Hussy harlot.
Hussy
Whore.
harlot. Charlatan. You are a whore. Sorry, slut.
Now look at the monsters I create. Oh, your hair looks very good. Is that a t-shirt or an actual turban wrap? I mean, it looks fire either way, but I'm just curious.
This is a scarf that's supposed to be wrapped around your neck.
Oh, you ate that up.
Thank you.
Nick Cannon realness minus the fuckery, because Nick Cannon, you just been up.
The 1,500 kids.
I feel like he's doing that shit to prove to niggas that he a real man. Like, he can cloud it in this, my legacy, my children, but even that is questionable. Because, like, your children are in different zip codes, my nigga. Like, this is not a conducive household situation for any child. But child, y'all like it, I love you.
No, business.
I used to think Nick Cannon was goofy, but now I know he's corny, and that's sad. Because corny is DDG. We can't do that bad. Goofy is like... Now, I'm trying to think, who's goofy? Like Russell Wilson. He could be goofy, but corny is a whole different thing. And
Corn.
apparently Sierra like that corny because it's banging her back out every time you look up. She pregnant. So
What's wrong with
mm,
that?
I don't know. Ask the pimps. Always calling somebody a simp when actually the simp is really the trick, the person paying for the pussy. But that's another conversation for another day. Y'all just be contorting words to fit y'all narratives and be stoned to dog. When you really look
I
at the meaning of
hate
stuff
you.
and the statistics behind stuff. But at any rate, what's your next unpopular opinion?
So the last two are pretty mid. Um, Very generic, really. Number 9, just because someone is being nice to you, that does not mean you have to be rude to them. So, I hear a lot of people say like up north don't have like this little southern hospitality or whatever. So I don't know. I just feel like, if you hold a door open for somebody, little stuff like that, or you speak to someone or whatnot, which you don't have to say thank you or nothing like that. That's fine. But if you do something, a kind gesture or something, not speaking or saying thank you is one thing. Again, that's fine. But to sit here and like catch a whole attitude and just be looking frumped up in the face and all kind of stuff like that, like it really ain't that deep.
Or at least like I know one year I had to kind of come more to terms with that because this event we were doing, we were dealing with different like nationalities, like different families, different nationalities, all that. It was, I think they were maybe Switzerland, people, if I'm not mistaken. But I said goodnight to them and like they smiled, but they didn't say anything and it was awkward. Now, I mean, I'm black, so there's always the option that it's like, Blackie, why are you talking to us? But it could also be, they just don't, that's not customary in their culture, possibly, I'm not sure. And again, I don't know. Switzerland is just my guess. Like, Switzerland, maybe they were Irish. Like, that was 2 years ago. I can't remember. I just remember they were kind of spicy white. Um, but saying spicy white is crazy and they really don't use spices. So, anyways, but yeah, I've had to learn that and navigate that over the years. Like, you're coming into contact with people with different cultural norms, customs. Sometimes when I have people of a certain race or couples of a certain race, um, sometimes the men do the ordering. The women don't really speak. They might nod or wave. And, you don't take it personal. It's just maybe that's how they get down in their city or their culture or whatever. Now, certain patterns like that can lead to in other cultures and religions, if you really want to get into it. I do
And
think
that's
those.
fine too, but I feel like still at the end of the day, sorry to cut you off. If it's on the opposing end where that's in your culture, if y'all don't do a certain thing X, Y, and Z, again, you don't have to be rude about it because, like,
For sure not.
for instance, I was at work. I had a patient, and long story short, you don't I'm not sure what culture it was, but they don't believe in the men doing certain medical things for the women. And it was drawing blood. It wasn't like, I was about to or something like that. It was drawing blood. And so when I went to go call the lady so I could draw her blood, her just about really the whole family looked like they wanted beef. So I was, kind of looking like, the fuck is going on here? What, we got to get into some shit. But it wasn't until my charge or whatever was like, oh no, I'll handle her. They don't believe in men, blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh okay, well that explains that.
I get that, but I don't like the bitch. Why you can't speak up?
Yeah,
Bitch, I can't read your motherfucking mind, hoe.
that's my point exactly. Like,
Pussy
just,
hoe.
shit, fuck. Because I thought I was gonna have to take a fucking family out. But
Pussy
anyway,
hoe. Flo Millie's so funny with their voice. If she cook my mic and I'll take her man. If a girl take your man and she sound like that, you're gonna have to be her ass.
who got beef?
Trying to be something to me. If you don't opt, then bring him to me. I don't give a fuck about his lady street fight girl. God damn. Oh. I agree with that though. And I do think like if you need to correct people on stuff like that, there's a way to do it without being pompous, without being arrogant. Because again, like we're American. Yeah. And being that we're from the South. I mean, some of y'all Southern hospitality be fake as fuck. Y'all be smiling at them motherfucking niggas and y'all talk about them as soon as you turn this back around. But neither here nor there. For the most part, those are the things Gina rating. And also like that bitch. That good is Southern hospitality energy. You can't like it, I don't know, it just shouldn't take all that. You need to let a nigga know something. Don't say the word, but you gonna let me know.
Let me know.
Let me know. All right, what's this last opinion so we can send the people on their way?
So my last opinion is, before you are quick to judge, please get both sides of the story.
Yeah.
And after that, come up with your own conclusion, however the case may be. I just feel like once you speculate and assume from hearing just one side, then you make an ass of yourself because you don't know what the hell happened. Now you might be taken up for somebody that might be, an actual abuser or something.
I would say situations are it varies. It's situational. I would say it depends. I mean, if somebody shows patterns, somebody like when Diddy and Cassie's video leaked of that hotel brawl, and I don't even want to call it a brawl because that implies that it's a fight that was mutual. Excuse me. And I need to listen to like my content creators. I'm mad because they are breaking down the trial day by day, but I have to prepare myself to listen to stuff about Diddy because granted, it wasn't like he was this amazing person to meet like before, but I don't know, he just wasn't all of this. So now listening to what he's done, what he's become, and pretty much what he's always been. Because I don't care. When I saw that video where the guy questioned him about Biggie's death or Tupac's death, it was one of them. The face Diddy made, I said, bitch, you did that shit. It's on his face. Like, and that's my thing with y'all. Like, y'all will slur the balls of these abusive ass black men simply because they are black in this community. I do not understand. I really don't. And to me, when I find out stuff about like that, like I still listen to Prince. Now, I don't believe in going to hologram concerts and stuff like that. It's a little weird to me. I believe in, rest in peace. But, would I still be going to a concert of his knowing the story behind him and that girl when they were younger? Probably not. Some of the other greats and, people that I have in my catalog, again, listen to them all day long. The stream don't even cost a penny. You don't even pay them 1 penny. So, I mean, that is fine, whatever. But to be going to concerts for men who will tell you they only like black bitches with the good hair and was screaming free Tory, and now they screaming free themselves, not even 24 hours later, because he still ain't learned this late in the game to keep his hands to himself and to find better ways to conflict resolution. But I just want y'all to know what y'all be standing up for sometimes and how y'all be sounding. It be sounding crazy and foolish. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. And the room for grace y'all have for abusers, I understand society and how we are groomed to be acceptive to it. Boys will be boys and all that bullshit, but Oh, the way some of y'all being droves over people that don't give a fuck about your black ass. Went and spit on you when you was on fire.
So to piggyback off what you just said about the whole Pally and situation. You did bring them two up just now, correct? Just to make sure.
Who?
Pally DDG.
I mentioned his name earlier, but he can apply to the garbage of black men that are famous and garbage too. So.
I know you said his name, but I was in thought of what you were saying and zoned out for.
Yeah. So what about Hallie and Dollar General?
So I can't remember the YouTuber's name. If I happen to come across the video again, I will of course give a shout out. But it was a black male, and he was like, he said, "Damn, DDG could have had me fooled, cause whole time you out here beating on the lady, and that's why she don't let you see your son like that, because she's scared, you doing the things that you do to her or whatever." And then he was like, all DDG friends, the other influencers and creators and stuff like that, mostly, well, I think the male ones at least.
Yeah.
He said just because he don't hit you, that don't mean he's not hitting her. Because he was saying it's crazy how all the, his male friends that were also influencers was taking up for him. And I've seen a few videos too.
I mean, the thing is, not to cut you off, but the thing is, it's not crazy. Like I said on previous episodes, men will circle jerk each other's bullshit. It could be a man that, like, think about Jonathan Majors. All of that shit with that white girl aside, when Jonathan first came out, his style was very flamboyant. And as you can infer, based on how hyper masculine you black men try to perform as men of patriarchy and y'all's little, like, demented, over exaggerated, I gotta be thugged up, I gotta be this, I gotta be that, all that extra shit that black men do to perform masculinity. Jonathan Majors was their prime target for talking shit until he became an abuser, and all of a sudden now they're caping for him. Like, I remember doing a video on, I think, TikTok, and it might be on my Clapper too, and I was discussing that because it was so funny how before he was outed as a potential abuser, and now we've heard the audios, y'all can be delusional if y'all want to. Let me tell you something like this. Does the media not like to highlight black excellence? Absolutely. Is it going to platform black debauchery? 100%. But if we are contributing to the support of the black effery that we're seeing, then, I mean, how much really complaining can y'all do? And then y'all don't keep the same energy, because I don't see any type of dissertation for, I mentioned Nick Cannon earlier, and the way he doing them kids, Future, like the list goes on for these niggas of people that you could hit up against the one sexy red that we have, or the one, fill in the blank, rapper that y'all always harping on, but y'all have no energy for these men and the debaucherous lives that they're living. And with these women, at least for the most part, granted, sexy, we take her ratchet. My girl was twerking when she, that ain't my girl like that, but my girl was twerking when the placenta was probably still not cut off all the way, and she was twerking in the hospital room. So don't get me wrong, it could be a lot with her, but even look at Meg. Yeah, she twerks. Sex is a part of her imagery, as it is for any female rapper. Instead of black people complaining about that, bitch, go build your own network so that we don't have to do our we don't have to over sexualize ourselves for quote unquote the media. Like, if y'all don't have a replacement model for what black artists usually have to work off of, then I'm gonna need y'all to stop being so tight with the critiques and shit. Cause y'all favorites ain't put together no money to make their own actually black-owned BET or actual black on whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, media company. I mean, to be honest, because a lot of black people don't want to unpack the shit that they got going on. If we were to have equal control in the media, it would still look the same. Because these niggas love everything white.
Lululemon!
Did I lie? Like, I even people watch down to, like, whenever I see a dark skinned woman, especially if she's on the bigger side, or you know how society can be. I hyper focus on that when I'm in public, and I watch how people treat her and how she's spoken to. And I'm not gonna hold you. Some of the nastiest interactions I've done has been with women in that category. Maybe she's even more so in shape. Doesn't really matter though. But I'll see them get into it with black men, and just the way that the conflict can go is just it's gross. Well, gross. I think a lot of times black men project when they talk about the attitudes that black women have. Y'all niggas are not pleasurable to be around either. Always somewhere talking about patriarchy and stuff. Mick, shut up! We're tired of it, bitch! Shut up! Submit a job application, Daquan. Sorry. Some of y'all niggas make us sick. Y'all really, it just be the audacity. Like, oh my God, one of the housewives, I need to show you the picture of her husband. This nigga took $500,000 out of their account. You can tell he is punishing her because she got with the quote unquote lame black guy. Like, he's very incel like. And you can tell when you hear the stories and when you look at their picture, you can see he's punishing her for choosing him. Like, that's the type of shit these niggas be doing. Instead of just being happy your ugly ass got chose, because you look like a frog. You look like a Babadook.
Oh, shit.
This nigga over here got her hiding in the closet calling 911. They fighting in the house. And she got 4 kids, actually. I just don't respect men who are known for violence. I really don't relate to black people on that. I don't. I can still stream the music. Like I said, the stream don't even pay you a penny. So if I stop, that's not going to stop whatever you got going on with your concerts and stuff. That's where the majority of the money come from. That's why I draw the line, though. If I can't support you morally, I'm not going to pay no money to your concerts. No, no extra stuff, no memorabilia. But I listen to your song, whatever. But I don't know. I just don't relate to black people on that. Like, me and my sister had that conversation before, and we were literally told each other, if you were ever known to, like, kill somebody or rape somebody and it wasn't, like, something justifiable, like I would cut you off. And we both agreed on that. So I really just don't relate to people who are like, oh, I can't cut it off, my childhood, my this. The magic that is tied to the art is still there. That person fucked up their legacy, though. And they and their actions only. And I'm tired of hearing about what about Harvey, this, that, and the third. These niggas know what they up against. We all get to talk growing up. That's one of the few talks black people, for the most part, are good at doing, to the point of calling these niggas. But nonetheless, we have to perform and behave a different way because we are held to a different standard. We've heard that since as black people growing up. These niggas ain't no different. They know what goes on, just like y'all be warning them about these white women. They know. They like that shit. Hell, they be talking about sweet, feminine, and submissive. You see the lady that Kevin died up under? Hefty Latina woman. But because she's not black, that didn't matter. Like, y'all, I don't know. I just want people to hear clearly what they hear when they hear these niggas talk. And just know when you listening to some bullshit and when you're not. Yeah. That's all I guess. Shit. I'm over here on the sofa. I'm high as hell, y'all. This is pretty good. You see my... I ain't gonna hold you, the taste is there. I don't like that. But the high is good. Plus I had that gummy.
Activities, ew.
What? You what?
I don't partake in those high activities.
You partake in this?
Oh yeah, I partake in that now. The other one that just had I start manual breathing. Go speedy.
Oh,
I can feel my heart in my feet.
oh.
Are you
One day
set?
we're gonna have an episode where I get through these episodes without dragging these weeks. But you know what? Until they start doing lesser, I'm not dragging them any. I meant to say that differently. I fucked it up. One thing I did want to say about the crime thing. So because I'm like a functionable sociopath, like I feel, but at the same time don't. Um, but because sometimes I can't always like feel sadness, like I'll play sad songs, like especially back when I used to drink too. Like just have a drink, like just how you see it on TV, they be going through their situation or whatever. Like I got it from watching that, to be honest. But I play sad music in the background and I just have a drink and whatever I'm frustrated with, just get the shit out. I ain't gonna hold you, it helped me because I really do not like. I started having this one moment where I was like depressed and I started crying at the wheel of my car. And it happened like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, this can't keep happening. So when I was watching TV one day, I saw them crying. And like that person was actually playing the music. Like, of course, in reality, they're playing it through the thing, but they playing the speaker like they're playing the music. So I was like, you know what, that might be a good idea to get that shit out. Excuse me. But that helped me, especially when I first started getting prescribed medication. So it's like, I couldn't keep the money up for it too long. So
Whatever helps you cope, as long as that's healthy.
yeah, it's better than stabbing people for fun. On PUBG, of course.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
I've never played Grand Theft Auto. I've watched friends play. I've never gravitated towards it.
I think you need to play that.
It's probably fun, but I'm weird. Like I'm one of those people. If it's a game like that, I want to create my own. Like I have to do that at a friend house. At a friend house that I know I'm gonna be going forth and back and forth to enough to play it, or in my own shit when we get there, because it's gonna happen. Girls side. And that was your final unpopular opinion?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
There we go. That's a wrap, folks. Damn, this watch is sexy.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, oh, where did you get that?
You remember.
I forgot I was with you.
I'm ready to go back, but my wallet not.
Go back where?
To Atlanta's.
Man, shit, I'm ready to leave.
I'm weak.
Oh, I didn't give you a Oh God, it's starting. I didn't give you an update on that. Ooh.
Okay, this is what I need you to do. Go take some more medicine, and then we can hop off. And then you can call me after you take the medicine.
I don't want to take it yet. I'm gonna wait a while. It's just a little pressure right now. I don't want to.
Okay.
I try to stick the medication. I don't want to be just taking, Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever, back to back all day, because eventually it's not going to work anymore, which it's starting to do. So, I just thug it out.
Did you want to say what you wanted to say on camera? Oh. Well, on that note, thank you. Y'all have watched episode 16 of Times Squared, I believe. And we will catch y'all on the next episode. Bye.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch
Bow,
us.
bow, 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 bow. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
a
oh.
cute when I'm smoking weed, trap star, say you wanna. Okay, all right. All right, bye, y'all. I just know I am a mess. So what here, let me call you on the phone because that's gonna take less energy. So it can update.
My dog. Hello.
What did you say a couple of hours ago?
What are you talking about?
You said last Sunday.
Oh, my phone.
Oh,
Didn't know I said that out loud. Sorry.
yeah.
So I am going to
I'll be okay. I have some too.
I'm going to probably renew my contract here.
Well, I'm excited.
Not necessarily, but I'm okay with the decision because oh, that's sad. Um sorry. I'm okay with the decision because it just realistically, so I wanted to did I don't know, I didn't tell you, I haven't really talked to you because my fucking head has been hurting. So I got my diploma last Wednesday for sterile processing. So I was applying for jobs. What the plan was is I was going to take maybe 2 weeks to a month out um, of work from after this contract ended to wait and see if I would get hired for the sterile processing. But I have changed that because I have a little over $1,000 worth of tickets I have to pay for. I have to pay $900 to go towards getting my tooth removed. On top of regular bills and stuff. Um, I gotta get my credit cards back to a good standing point. I just have a bunch of bills that need to be paid, and it just was not going to happen with me trying to move out in 3 weeks. There's no way I can get everything paid and then get an apartment and furnish the apartment. It just wasn't gonna happen. So I'm renewing my contract for another few months. That way I can get myself straight with money first. Because the whole tickets thing and the tooth thing, that's already about $2,000 right there. Had it not been for that, I probably would have stuck with the plan, but yeah. But that's it. I was just gonna say I'll be in Atlanta a little longer than expected. I just didn't want to say that on my.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My moose knuckle.
Stop.
Big moose.
Why would you send me that goddamn picture?
I was just trying to let you know how the screen was looking.
The whole time?
Not the no, not the whole time. It just
Cover side out, y'all gonna do this t-shirt on and act like
no,
it's less than 30 minutes to start.
not the whole time. Just bits and pieces sometimes, but not like
Oh, okay. So yeah, that'd be okay. Look good, blurry out, look good, clear.
Ooh, look like you missing a tooth.
Oh, hold on.
It looked like you got a black eye. That's what.
See, go ahead and get inside. I'm gonna let you get this set up, okay? Mine come back, mine go well outside, and then have him walk towards you and see what happens.
I don't know. Roxy don't like you no more.
What she mean?
I think the last time I was over there by myself, she wasn't too fond of me.
She be up and down, child. You don't know if I got a problem with you. She'll let you know, especially if you were mine.
I don't know what's up with that. I'm just taking it as he had all them other animals on him.
Well, that too, for sure.
Oh goodness, my loose knuckle.
I don't think you got one of those.
Mm, my nook.
That's on my black eye. Those you Mississippi. This is that she do, but she using it to be fun.
A black eye and Missy too.
No, I'm missing apart.
Eh, 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 eh.
Cause she being funny because she got the deep voice. Oh. We gonna watch Blood Zeus?
I thought you were going up.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, we can watch it.
We can do also on the laptop. You can watch it at 1.5. Do we want to do that?
I'm gonna have to watch it off my
iPad.
iPad.
Oh, you might be. You pull it up on there because you might be able to do it on there because it seems like you could do it on the laptop, the iPhone, maybe the iPad. I'm assuming it's just not the TVs that you could do it. I guess they have some type of portable, not portable, but you know what I'm saying, like the network is basically their software is specifically to the Apple, so maybe it's just something that they can only do for the devices. I don't fucking know, child. But the option is there. So see if you could do it on that.
Okay, give me a second.
I'm high and I'm long with this year. Bring it down. I had the whole world watching. What's how to group watching?
Oh, young Pelican lost that weight.
Oh, what does that do though?
I don't know.
I forgot she might go off it all because
Like a looking like an oxtail.
Yeah, man, if I thought like one and I thought it was always on like a wish. Uh, there was like this was just on social media and call her a nappy head or something. And I was just like, just see that we just do see. Cause bitch, your hair is black type shit.
I'm not a gorilla, but I can beat off 100 men.
Um,
Have you heard about that though? 100 men versus a gorilla.
yeah, I have. Just listen to this stuff like,
How about 100 men versus my gorilla grip? How about that?
you know, that's 100 energies you finna swap with.
How about 100 men come over to my place and have all you can have access to every orifices on my body?
Uh, um, it's probably not me. That these between serial killers in the march.
Including me.
See my phone was trying to get back on. Pull out the iPad.
Okay, I'm trying to. Let me get up. That's just been a minute. You know, I'd be in the bed sleep by now.
We go on to order.
You know, I'd be in the bed sleep by now. My body got relaxed. Yeah, we can watch this while I go downstairs and peel my shirt up. Oh, my bulgina. When am I supposed to be getting my babies? The 31st?
Yep. Well, they coming, bring them back Sunday, so you can get them Sunday, bring them back Sunday. I don't got to get it.
My children. Get back. I ain't got no words.
That weekend.
Huh?
How you getting them to be working?
That weekend.
Yep.
What is high graduation at?
Where's after?
I don't know. Florida still?
Yeah.
Oh. How am I get the kids if I go to our graduation?
You wouldn't get them. Or you go when you get back. That's the next where you want to go.
Get my kids. I'm kind of excited to have them. I just messaged her 2 days ago. She looks so grown. I'm getting old. That's what that is? Oh,
Stuff it, mommy.
Okay. Ma'am? You said what? Yes. Probably today. All right, Tyson.
Don't pull this thing up.
Wait a minute. This might not be paid for. Hold on. It sure isn't. I have Tyson, I don't have Netflix right now.
Oh.
I'm mad you said. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I don't have that.
I'm gonna send this. You got the highest. Hey, coach.
The highest one?
I said I'm gonna send you, but I think the highest one, though.
Send what?
Your money for it.
You don't have to do that.
Fine, I'm gonna watch this show.
Okay, hold on, let me. And yes, I do. How did you know that?
Because you told me. So 21, 29.
Hold on. I need to add my card first because that previous card was, I had to cancel it because of the whole phone thing.
Okay, so don't look at me. Don't send it.
No.
Why you do that? I need to go see what the fuck is up with these projects because this is recording all that way. I said, I know this thing say pop. I don't have time.
Oh, Jesus. $25 a month?
What else me? Now I know how to figure out the good part to being is you gotta know what the whole thing is about. So, right. You wanna take this Netflix down?
You said I might want to what?
You might wanna take this Netflix down. Just a couple plans. Just for this next month. Like, okay, I can go back to this one time. Just saying, just a result.
You not wrong. You not wrong. You no, you not wrong.
When I bought that duck set, I had enough money on my account to get that duck set, and I still don't have it. Granted, I mean, it's not so bad.
You not wrong at
I
all.
was just saying we still recording this shit like piss me off.
But Big Mike won't want to see everything for all its glory.
I don't know you could have been called.
I'm putting in the card now, but I have the money. I can pay for it.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Bitch, I didn't put that on here. Actually, I did. Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna be so smart to piss me off right now. Okay, there you go. I'm your biggest fan. I don't you conceal you love me. Paparazzi. Oh.
Okay, we're back.